Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill, and today we are going to feature Cromwell. We recently was working to get 100% of the mark of excellence on this vehicle, and we successfully did it. So I'm feeling very great. We needed 83 games in order to get mark of excellence up to 100%. We managed to get 82% win ratio, which is absolutely insane. On average, we were doing 1.8 thousand damage and 600 assisting damage, and as you can see, we are done with the mark of excellence. And fellas, keep this in mind. You can check things like this: how much do you need to get mark of excellence on, or how much do you need to get ace in skill for L2 index page. It is very simple to use. All you need to do, you need to click this button for the search results, or alternatively you can type here Cromwell, and here you go. It is very easy to use. You can see equipment, which I recommend. You can see ace wanker values. You can see average performance with a tank. This is how average performance is looking like, and you can see expectation values across the board in every single server. So I hope this is useful information for you, and we have a very big plans for index, and hopefully they will be implemented very soon, but I believe you are going to be surprised. Anyways, what do we want to do? We want to sell Cromwell because we have done absolutely everything with this vehicle. So now Cromwell is kind of useless for us. So we are saying farewell, my friend. It was a pleasure to play with you, and Cromwell has been sold. And now let's teleport into the action, and oh boys, this is going to be pretty good stuff. I can promise you that, especially first battle. Ooh, I hope you are ready for this. So let's go. And we are back in the action, fellas. We are playing with one of the worst maps, in my humble opinion, for the lightly armored tanks, and it is Empire's Border. You can easily call this this map Corridor Pass version 2 quite easily, right? So what do we have? We have a tier 7 matchmaking, which is once again not extremely good thing, but that's what we have. Let me fix the volume. Okay, volume should be way better now. Beautiful. Okay, so what do we have? We have Cromwell, and how do we want to start this battle? Obviously, we are going into the middle, and there is a reason why we are going in the middle. We are going in the middle for one particular reason, because in the middle you are the most flexible. So from this position you can spot crossing forces, you can shoot crossing forces, and overall you can get a lot of use. And as you can see, we are going to the typical bush, and this typical bush can work very well. And as you can see, we have a light tank which is saying, and this is good for us, and I can tell you why this is good for us. Because if enemies have anyone who is sitting in the typical position, we are going to make sure he is going to regret his life choices. And fellas, trust me on this one. The Hellcat is saying, oh, 9. This is what Hellcat is saying, and he is not enjoying himself. And all we need to do, we need to keep our eyes obviously widely open. Speaking about the long range snipes with a Cromwell, it is not so simple. The shell velocity is only, well, pretty much just shy of 800 meters per second, although gold shell velocity is a bit better. But you know me, I don't really like to spam the full gold, even though full gold is pretty much just better equipment, right? Well, not equipment, but ammunition, I suppose to say. Anyways, Cromwell B, side of the Cromwell B, and we are saying yum. And this is a beautiful stuff, fellas. We are just making sure this guy is going to regret his life choices, and believe me, he is. Beautiful. Meanwhile, 88. Hello there, gold on. Skill, you just said that you don't really like to spam gold, and I don't, but for a tanks like 88, fellas, this is pretty much only one way how we can do the things properly. And this gentleman noticed us after some time. He was very sad. I believe you saw the depressing reaction which he had, gun depressed to the maximum, and he was like pew. Look at this. Anyways, everything is looking pretty great. Score is 3-3. We are winning a battle by quite a good margin, and I am feeling very happy. But what do I want to do now? I want to start approaching enemies who will play here on the corner, and I want to believe if they are going to have someone. As you can see, 25. Yeah, this is a typical E25 gameplay, don't you think so? Unfortunately, we are missing the shot for a T50, but that's completely fine, and luckily we are connecting a very juicy snapshot. Now, what we need to keep in mind, fellas, we need to keep in mind our base is kind of falling. I repeat, our base is kind of falling. So I cannot stay here forever and ever, and I noticed someone is trying to shoot me from the back. So all we are doing, we are trying to escape, and once again we are thinking about base. It is super important thing, because cover 85, cover 2, Su, cover 3, Su 100, M1, all of those guys are they are going towards our base, and more likely they are going to attempt to cap the base. But you know what is a bad thing for us? Fellas, we are only one base defender. We do not have absolutely anyone else who would sit in this typical position here to decap the base if we are going to provide spots. So yeah, that's a problem. Luckily, one guy is eliminated from the game. That's exactly what we want to see, and this is exactly what we want. And for now, we are feeling relatively fine, fellas. We have 1.8 thousand damage, dealt 600 assisting damage, but you know what? There is still a lot of things for us to do. And Su tier 7 super mouse, I would say. This tank has such a crazy armor for a tier 7, it is madness. We have obviously gold loaded for obvious reasons, right? And now what we need to do, we need to track this gentleman. He used his repair kit. We are going for another tracking shot, and unlucky for him, he is not carrying the fire extinguisher, so this gentleman is getting slaughtered. Meanwhile, cover 2, this is a Russian roulette, fellas. This is not very good, but luckily we won the Russian roulette in a way. There is still one guy who is capping the base, and it should be cover 85, and obviously what we will try to do, we will try to beat him like there is no tomorrow. As you can see, he's shooting APCRs himself, so I'm not feeling that guilty for just shredding him like hot knife through the butter. And luckily for us, he is in the garage already. We have 6 kills, fellas. We have 3.3 thousand damage, 1000 assisting damage, and there is a cover 3 who is going through the open field. And all I need to do, I need to think about catching him on track, or maybe letting him on fire. He is tracked, he is going in front, and he is enjoying himself. That's probably hit into the fuel tank. This is a tracking shot, and now I'm thinking for I am begging pretty much, team, don't cap the base. I have the most enjoyable experience ever in this game. You bastards, how could you? Okay, that was a great situation for us, fellas. We did extremely good job. We finished this game pretty much with a 4000 damage and 1000 assisting damage, and once again, majority of our job was done in the close range. So I would rate this battle as a solid banana out of 10. Let's teleport into the scoreboard, shall we? And we are back with a scoreboard, fellas. So we are getting Ace Vanker, we are getting Lech Laichos medal, we are getting Top Gun High Caliber Defender, and we are finishing with a 4.2 thousand damage and whopping 1.8 base experience. And unfortunately for this amazing performance, we lost 3000 credits. But oh well, what can you do? You think we are done? No, no, no. Quickly running to the other game, shall we? And we are back, fellas. We are in the map which is called White Park. I know a lot of people do not like this map, and what you are going to see, you are going to see a pure slaughtering here. And I really want to highlight this and to put a humongous attention how unbalanced this map is. Skill, what is so unbalanced about this map? Well, you see, quick answer to you, fellas. This side is so much better. Why so? Why this side is so much better? Well, the answer is simple. Because you have a good sight of fire. you can pretty much take this position, and you can take this position, and you are covering all the middle. And this is the answer for every single of you who are who maybe did not realize this. Whenever you are having a south spawn, you simply cannot play in the middle. If you will play in the middle, you are not going to have a great time, and you are not going to enjoy yourself, just because whenever you are going to go on top of the hill, you are going to get outspotted just because of this position where we are playing. And in the same time, from this position you can easily farm everyone who is playing in the open field right here. So for example, this poor tier 4 tank, he thought he can make a bit of pressure, but no, he cannot. And the thing is, if there is a tank who has a great gun depression, for example STRV 74, this is game over, fellas. You cannot do absolutely anything, fellas, and you can simply you can pretty much accept your defeat, because there is nothing what you can do to outplay person who is playing here. And as you can see yourself, this is not looking a great experience for the enemy forces. And now we are just chilling, we are having a great time, we are enjoying ourselves, and those poor tier 4s, they are struggling. Oh boys, they are struggling. And you see, there is poor soul, Shtuk just blocked him, unlucky. And as you can see, once again, there is literally nothing enemy team can do, and we have 2000 damage and 600 assisting damage in literally first 2 minutes of the battle. This is nuts, this is insane, and this is just simply crazy. And once again, all we need to do, we need to stick around the middle, and sticking around the middle, we are going to make enemies to regret their life choices. And you might think, but skill, they have a heal. This heal is useless. Trust me on this one, fellas, because you are easily getting outspotted from the hill, and this is definitely not balanced map by any means. So luckily for us, for World of Tanks players, Wargaming pretty much limited this map to the tier 6, so at least that's something, and we are not having this map in the tier 10. But either way, if I would be able to make some differences, fellas, I would probably make this this middle line probably equal, you know, go through the middle of the map, in a way like in Prokhurovka, if you know what I mean. This is very important thing to say, fellas. Anyways, as you can see, very interesting game, and the most important reason why am I featuring this map and this whole situation is because I want to show this map is extremely unbalanced, and it is just a bad map. And I want to send in a way a message to Wargaming. Please check out your data. I know you have a humongous access to that, and please, I repeat, please balance your maps, because this is one of the reasons why we are having this 15 to 5 simulator. If you are having a winning spawn, it is usually you are just simply winning, and it doesn't really matter with what tank you are playing. Okay, let's teleport into the scoreboard, shall we? And we are back. We are finishing this game in a whopping 4 minutes. We have obviously ace, we have a top gun, we have a high caliber, we have 1.6 thousand base experience, 3000 damage, and we are making healthy 55,000 profits, and even without premium account it would be 35,000 profits. Call me dirty, fellas, but this map is definitely one of the worst maps in the game, just speaking about the balance purely, unfortunately. Anyways, last game is awaiting for us, so let's teleport to the Glacier. And we are back in the action, and I know you have seen tier 7 game, you have seen tier 4 game, and how about we are finishing absolutely everything with a tier 8 battle, fellas. So here we go. We are in a way bottom tier here. Well, not in a way, we are definitely bottom tier here. But Cromwell is capable of dealing with the things even when it is bottom tier. What is so damn good about the Cromwell rate of fire? This is pretty much the best thing, and obviously you are flexible as a tank. You have gun depression. You have okay accuracy if you are aiming for a snapshots. Unfortunately, it is not the case. So as you can see, without further ado, I pretty much loaded gold ammunition without waiting for anything, and there is a reason why we are doing so, fellas. The thing is, whenever you are dealing against the tier 8 heavy tanks, 145 millimeters of penetration is not nearly enough, and as you can see, we are definitely not feeling that great over there, and we need to keep this in mind. But fellas, don't worry, we are going to make absolutely everything work, and life is going to be pretty beautiful. So what is my thinking process at this point? I know this FV is a huge pain in the ass for our team. I am very, very well aware of that. So I am thinking maybe I could snap him once or twice in the face, but luckily for us, we noticed that the tank destroyer who is sitting in the back. So obviously we decided to hit him for a bit of his hit points, although luck wasn't there, and unfortunately we are not punishing this gentleman for his stupidity in a way, right? But it is how it is, fellas. So look, the most dangerous tank out there is obviously this FV because he can play hold down. But look at this, IS-3A is saying he's making a hardcore pressure for our E25, and our E25 is saying he's pretty much trying to avoid this IS-3 to the maximum. He's down to fartable. He has 90 HP, and this IS-3, fellas, this IS-3 is having a crush on this gentleman. This IS-3 is saying, oh, you mother trucker, whenever I am going to get you, I will kill you. And D25 is saying, I'm alive. Unlucky for E25. That was pretty damn good dance, and I was laughing quite a bit speaking about live battle, because I've seen this guy going like crazy, and that was quite a good one. Anyways, we farmed the tier 8 tank because he wasn't paying attention at us, and this is very, very good stuff. Anyways, what do we need to do more? Obviously, I want to get involved in this battle somehow, but the situation is kind of pathetic for us. We are losing by 2,000 hit points. This is not very good thing, and this is definitely worth a highlight, right? So all we need to wait until this guy will try to go into the same bush, and luckily we are catching him on track. But what's from that if he still has a repair? Ooh, super Hellcat going to the middle of the field. Unfortunately, we are missing the shot. Shame, shame, shame. And once again, I think I need to highlight this. In some battles, Cromwell gun is working extremely well. But in some battles, Cromwell gun can be absolutely pathetic. By the way, what am I thinking now? I am thinking about enemy FV for 202. And I think he will try to go on top of the hill eventually. And I am paying a humongous attention at the maxi map. And as you can see, this FV just killed a super Hellcat. So what am I doing? Look at this. I am instantly preparing for this FV to go on top of the hill. And watch this. Is my prediction alright or not so alright? This is the question. I am paying attention to my ass. Do they have anyone who will try to shit on us or not really? And here we go. This is very, very good situation for us, because this FV doesn't have a great gun accuracy when he is moving. Well, after all, he is a British tank. So what did you expect? And we are punishing this guy like there is no tomorrow. Look at this. We even managed to track him. He's definitely panicking, and he is saying, F this tank, F this tank. This is probably what he is saying, and we farmed him like there is no tomorrow. Very good decision from our side. And obviously, what am I thinking now? I am thinking about helping the T50, but as you can see, T50 doesn't need our help. That's great. How about this Hellcat? I am loading high explosive ammunition, especially for this gentleman, and look at this. We are shredding him like there is no there is no tomorrow. Look at this beauty, fellas. And once again, even though the Cromwell B high explosives doesn't have extremely great penetration or something, but still Cromwell can deliver those mind-blowing blows in a way, right? I mean, if you would pay attention at the alpha damage 135 to 175, this is pretty big difference. I mean, there is 30% more, you are doing 30% more damage, which is very good thing, fellas, extremely good thing. Anyways, I see we are kind of winning this battle, and I know we can get more use. So what am I doing here? I am trying to get involved as much as possible, and obviously I need to find some victims which we can claim, and we found T-34-85. Not ideal option, but this is what we have, and trading against Russian tank, it is not a good option just because Russian tank has better alpha damage. It is just simply not worth it. So what we are doing instead we are trying to flank this gentleman, and maybe we are going to get a good angle. Meanwhile, we spotted Challenger, which is very nice for us. He never ever was spotted in this game, and it was pretty obvious he is going to sit in the typical position. Look at our performance, fellas. 2.8 thousand damage against the tier 8s. This is a very good situation, and plus on top of that we have a healthy amount of assisting damage. And now obviously all we need to do, we need to go for this Challenger and try to farm him. Can we do so? Auto aim on, he just missed his shot. I am trying to hit him in the face. He's in the open field against our forces. We are hitting him once again, and he is going back to the garage. And we are finishing absolutely everything with a very nice 3.3 thousand damage and 900 assisting damage. And keep this in mind, we are bottom tier in this matchmaking. It's not like we are slaughtering a tier 4 tanks. So this is a great performance in my opinion. Anyway, score time, and we are back with a score, fellas. Obviously we are getting Ace Vanker, we are getting Lech Vashlaichos medal, we are getting high caliber and Confederate because we do not have that many kills. We have 3.3 thousand damage and 900 assisting damage, and we are finishing everything with 1.5 base experience and 10,000 profits, which is always nice, even though we fired quite a bit of the gold ammunition. So fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Cromwell is definitely a great tank in the current game. The worst thing of this vehicle, probably gun handling can be derpy from time to time, but if you have a skilled crew and if you like this kind of style, I believe Cromwell is going to be one of the more enjoyable tanks to play. And now I know quite some of you have a question, skill, what is better, T-34-85 or Cromwell? T-34-85 is better for me. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was your daily dose of skill, fellas, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.